Good morning / afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Garden Sound. My name is Gardner. This is Coffee Time Live. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad everybody has made it out. And we're here on take 3 of this adventure where we're trying to, get content out there, in front of the YouTube bots. So today, nothing is copyright protected, even my own music. I'm playing my stuff. I'm playing your stuff. Nothing on this playlist is copyright protected or owned by anybody except for the artist who's submitting it. And by submitting it, they have agreed to let me play it. So there you go. There's my disclaimer. Everybody, welcome. It is Friday. I'm happy to be here. However, I'm slightly annoyed because one of my ears is not working properly. I'm not really sure what happened. I might have damaged it somehow. I'm not really sure how. But it's happened before, and the hearing should come back gradually over the next couple of days. So who we got here in the chat? Arquan, Citizen, Ryan Dietz, Azira. What's up, everybody? Glad y'all made it out. Since Citizen is here, I'm going to go ahead and play Calm Down while I go through a couple more announcements. If you guys don't know, this is his voice in this song right here. So I'm going to give everybody a second to grab a cup of coffee. If it's, 5 o'clock or later your time, maybe grab a beer. Not really sure what you want to do, whatever your thing is. Today, we've got 6 tracks by some independent artists that we're going to be listening to. I'm going to preview a little bit of things that I'm working on, and I'm going to just, talk about music type stuff. So, today's episode of Coffee Time, if y'all can hear me, is sponsored. We have a sponsor today, and I would be remiss in my duties if I did not mention the wonderful, amazing coffee by Perc Coffee Company. Take a look at this. Perc Coffee Company is a coffee roaster out of Savannah, Georgia. I'm going to be drinking their Ethiopia Misty Valley Grade 1 today. Notes of sweet citrus and nectarine. This is a fantastic cup of coffee. I brewed this. It was roasted on 9/7, so it's less than a week old. Comes out a real light brown. The blonde roast. Very aromatic, sweet coffee. I've already had 1 cup, just, disclaimer. This is going to be my 2nd cup, and I got to admit, I was looking forward to pouring it. It's just amazing coffee. It's got a lot of caffeine in it, too. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit zippy right now after just 1 cup of coffee, if that gives you any indication of what it tastes like. If you are interested in purchasing coffee from Perc, they have a web store. Just search Perc Coffee Roasters on Google. In fact, let's go look it up right now. This is their web store right here. If you want to drink what I'm drinking, it's right here. Ethiopia Misty Valley Grade 1. And they ship all over the United States. Right now, they actually have a 25... free shipping on all orders over 25 if you use the code FREESHIP25. So check that out. All right, everybody. Let's get into some music. So our first track today is going to be coming from Aligned, and it's called Finale. Oh, while I'm sitting there on it, if you haven't taken a look at the Best of Garden Sound 365, go take a look at that. It is available for purchase and download on my Bandcamp site, which is just GARDNSOUND.com. Any purchase you make on the Bandcamp site goes directly to funding the show and keeping the lights on. So if you'd like to support me that way, there is that as an option. Okay, starting with Aligned. This song is called Finale. Enjoy. We've got Lila here today, but she's being a gigantic goober. She's down here on my arm. Let's leave a comment here. Greetings from Coffee Time. Winky face, D face, XD, raw. Say hello to everybody, Lila. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi. Whee! Nice. If you are just tuning in, we have been listening to Finale by Aligned. Nice music. I like how it does the happy kind of sound without being too sugar pop or too funky, too neo soul kind of type of stuff. You know, when I hear a lot of things that come out of Japan these days, it sounds like there's just too much emphasis on the major tonalities, and this one's nice and subdued. It gives me that island vibe without being obtrusive. Cool stuff. Aligned, thank you for submitting. I hope you submit again. This is good. This is good. Oh, man. All right, let's take a look here. We got to take a look at the... We got one from Simo. Simo's the name. This one's called Two Become One. Simo is definitely a friend of the show. He has submitted multiple times, and we have been encouraging this guy to keep producing. So here we go. Nice. This one drives a little bit more than your stuff normally does. I like that synthesizer that's in there on the bass. All right, if you're just tuning in, we've been listening to Simo, 2 Becomes 1, demo number 7. Simo, thank you for submitting. We've been listening to Aligned and Simo, and now we're going to be taking a look at Special by Flip Hellset. This was submitted via the Reddit. If you guys don't subscribe to me on Reddit, there are cool coffee time posts, stuff, conversations with other people. Sometimes I post demos there. That is just reddit.com/r/gardensound. So here we go, Special. Got a theme here between this song and Aligned song. We've got kind of a chill vibe going on here. I like the stuff. What's up, Malik? How close are you to 200 now, bro? Nice, dude. It's a journey, not a race. You get there. All right, perfect. Philip Hellset, thank you for that track. We got an island vibe going on between Aligned and this track here. All right, we're going to move on to our next track, which is Wishful Thinking by Steven Castillo. Steven submitted last week. It was a great track, so we're going to be taking a look at this one. I'm going to reload the page just to make sure that I get the correct marker here, because I think I played a little bit of it earlier. So let's just go ahead and reset this one. All right, here we go. Nice.
Hey, I know it's kinda late, but I think you're really great. You got a nice smile that makes me drool a while. Just wanna tell you that I really, really dig your style.
What's up, Makivode?
And I know I'm not your type.
We got one of your tracks coming up.
But you make me feel some sort of love high on the dopamine. You know what I mean? Sucks that we can only talk behind the screen. We'll love to be your queen and go through everything to be the best damn couple they'll ever see. So give me a chance, a little romance, under the stars.
Don't do it. Oh my
I
god.
know we'll go far. I hope you consider going out with me.
Nice. Nice little slow jam there from Stephen Castillo or Stefan Castillo. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Oh man, I got to make sure I subscribe down here. Boom. Perfect. All right. The next thing we're checking out is kind of a special track. This is actually a guy I went to middle school with. His name is Jacob. And we're going to be taking a look at a really cool track from him. Super cool stuff. Jacob Peters here. And this is Never I. It's a band, and this is their song Hopelessness and Hoping for the Best. Here we go. A little bit of something different here. Nice track. If you're just tuning in, that was Hopelessness and Hoping for the Best by Never I. Cool tune. I like the atmospheric tones at the very end, and I could still hear the clarity in the vocal fries, without losing any sort of audio fidelity there. It wasn't too distorted. Good stuff. I'm not sure who produced this, but it sounds good. Oh yeah, here we go. Engineered, mixed, and mastered by Drew Price. Good job, Drew Price, whoever you are. All right, let's keep going here. Next thing we've got is Adventure Trash by Machivode. Let's take a look at it. Lila's being a real tool today. She can't decide whether or not she wants to step up onto the chair or my arm or bite my fingers or get on the mouse. It's all over the place. Being a real pill. Get up or not? Damn. This song is kind of all over the place. What do you think, Bird? Huh? Yeah. All right, let's leave a comment here. Hey there, Kevin. Is it too late to submit something? Unfortunately for this week, yes. However, I will be doing this pretty much every Friday, assuming this goes well. So, submit something for next week. You can do that via Reddit, via Discord, or via Facebook. I'll be putting up a new post probably Monday, so stay tuned for that. If you're just tuning in, that was Machivode, Adventure Trash. Thank you for submitting that. This is, I believe, your second appearance here on Coffee Time, and we always love your tracks, so please keep submitting. Please keep writing. Thank you to everybody who submitted this week. It was actually a pretty short week in terms of content, and I believe that was probably because of the whole copyright/advertisement scare after the previous 2 weeks. I don't know if y'all know this, but my last two streams were taken down by various distribution royalties companies, the people that have nothing to do with music, really, the lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're here to give underground music and to give music that otherwise wouldn't get any airtime some much deserved airtime, trying to get that mainstream trash out of here. If you're just tuning in, and I haven't said this yet twice, I'm drinking Perc Coffee. This episode is sponsored by Perc Coffee. I am drinking Ethiopia Misty Valley Grade 1. It is a wonderful brew, and I am very hyped up on the caffeine from those beans. If you would like to purchase your own coffee, your own Perc, they do ship nationwide. That is right here at perccoffee.com/shop. If you want to drink what I'm drinking, it's right here, the Ethiopia Misty Valley Grade 1. All right, so that wraps up the submissions for the week. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all a couple of previews of things that I'm working on. But before I do that, the coffee is running right through me. So I'm going to put on some music and I'm going to take a very quick break. I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Y'all can sit here and just watch Lila do her thing. All right, I'm back. Thank y'all for hanging in there. Okay, what we're going to do now is listen to some previews of some stuff I'm working on. So what I'm going to do is share a different application here. I'm going to share Ableton Live instead of Chrome. Give me just a second. There we go. All right, everybody should be seeing Ableton Live. And if I've done this correctly, we should also be able to hear Ableton Live. All right, so what I'm about to do is play you one of the songs that I'm working on for the EP at the end of the month. For those of you who don't know, I put out an EP every month during season 2 that I will be giving away for free to my supporters on Patreon, and I will also be selling on my website. It's one EP a month. This month's EP has a theme, and they will all have themes, and this one is smooth funk and funky stuff from the late 80s, early 90s, and so this is a slow 80s ballad. It does have a title. I'm not going to be giving that away yet. It also does have lyrics, but I have disabled them because I can't give the whole thing away on the stream, but I think you'll get the gist of it. So let's take a listen. Yeah, so that's just a preview of what I'm working on. And as you can tell, when I get the chance to work on something over the course of a month, instead of just releasing something every day, the quality is a little bit higher, to say the least. I'm messing around with a couple of different things here that I don't normally do. One is just a bit more compression on drums. And the other one is this thing called Transient Master that I've already... How do you know the lyrics? There's someone in the comment section over there. How do you know the lyrics? Okay. Let's anyway, what I'm going to be doing is moving on to another song. And this one is for a video game that I'm composing the soundtrack for. I think I can say that without violating any terms. So I'm going to save the changes here and go over to that track. Now this one again is hopefully going to be the main theme for a video game that I'm working on. The guy who's developing it is actually a smoocher, just like everybody else that's taking a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and re-enable automation here on Reactor because it does that. I'm not sure why it's disabled every time I reload the project. That's kind of annoying. But here we go. This song is called Too Close for Missiles. Oh, that's right, I forgot I put that out in the G-Snap tutorial. Yeah, eventually this is going to have a melody on top of it, so it's not just going to be this plain Jane. I haven't figured out what the melody is going to be yet, but there will be some sort of a something on top of everything. Yeah, the bass is actually a cool synthesizer that I've grown fond of over the past couple of months. I really didn't use it very much until I went on tour with Bill because it was one of the only synthesizers I had on my laptop. It's called Monarch. It's a Native Instruments plugin. It works in Reactor 5 and Reactor 6. It's basically, I don't know, like you know, it's your bare bones kind of Moog imitator. I like it a lot. It's got a great cutoff knob. The filter's amazing, and it sounds pretty raw. I mean, it's the closest thing to an analog synth that I've heard come out of a computer. And I've messed around with Sylenth, but I prefer this one. There's two reasons for that. One, it's a lot simpler. It's just there's less crap in the way. I think Linar Digital's design for Sylenth is just a jumbled friggin' design mess. I can't even look at it. And then this one's it's nice and laid out well, and it kind of makes sense about how it works because it's modeled after something that's real and it's cool. So this one's awesome. It's a mono synth. There is no poly on this whatsoever. So if you wanna if you wanna have harmony, you'll have to have 2 synthesizers, and I think that's actually better than trying to cram everything into the same channel anyway. But that's just my point too. Anyway, let's see if I'm working on anything else that's interesting. I believe I do have 1 or 2 projects. I can show you all this one. This is for, let's see here. This is a beat that I'm working on for somebody else. I can't say who, can't say what it's for, but I do have a cool beat that I will be showing you here. This is something that's more along the lines of what I did with Solstice. So it's that kind of chill style that I've been working on. So check this out. I'm gonna play the end of it here. There you go. There's just a little preview of something I'm collaborating on with a buddy, and that's going to be probably due out here by the end of the year, shortly thereafter. But that is going to cover it for today's edition of Coffee Time. I hope everybody had fun. I hope we don't get any copyright problems on this episode. We'll know here within the hour after YouTube decides to process everything. The video will be released as an archive, and that's going to do it for me. So thank you to all the smoochers for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next week. If you'd like to submit to next week, do so via Discord, via the Reddit, or via Facebook. Links as always in the description down below. And special thank you to Perc Coffee Roasters for sponsoring today's episode. Perc Coffee Roasters in Savannah, Georgia. Amazing coffee. Excuse me, that's rude. I'm amazingly caffeinated. And it was tasty all the way down. So thanks to them, thanks to everybody else, and goodbye. See you next week.